I've had a request to do a video from my house, which is embarrassing, but first of all, I don't really have any living room furniture. This is what my kids call a library room, like a living room library. So there's the library part, there's the computers, and there's my Pilates stuff. So when I want to teach something, usually to the kids or practice, there are my things. This is actually a high chair. I took that part down so I can work with my kids. And yeah, so that's that. I don't have fancy mirrors. I kind of live modestly. And I actually think most Pilates instructors do. I'm wondering sometimes with their videos, I'm like, where do they get this money? But that's me. So I spent a minute talking about me. The second part is I'm doing Pilates in jeans because why did I have to change? I'm not changing. So this is a slow beginner workout. Not super slow, but if you're really a beginner, this is kind of where we start out with. So the first thing that we would do, I don't have a mat here. I would have you go to the end of the mat. So be here. You would go to the end of the mat. And then you would get in Pilates stance, and then you would lower yourself with control. But since we're over here, so let's start here. I think you can see me just barely. Okay, so I would be heels together, toes apart, tush tucked, belly button in, which of course you can't see because I have my sweater on, right? And you put one foot behind you. And in that stance, please ignore my phone, lower yourself down, and then scoot your booty down, and then you just lay back. That's how we start. But of course, you can't see me that way because I don't have a 20,000 square foot home. So I'd be right here. You can see me. So everybody who just laid down, you lower yourself with control. And the next exercise is the hundreds. You would first lift your knees to your chest. Make sure that your back is kind of on the ground as much as comfortable. You can be at neutral spine. Neutral spine means your belly button is to your spine, but your spine is not pulled down to the floor. You curl your shoulders up, your arms come with you. For a beginner, many beginners start right here. Heels together, toes apart, still should be doing there. Your belly should not be making a mountain. That aggravates the diastasis recti, if I pronounced it right. And so we would be here. And we'd begin pumping. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 10. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 20. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 30. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 40. If you get tired, you can put your head back down. And then come back up. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 80. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 90. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Rest everything down. Then we would do the roll-up. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up. Head comes up. Roll all the way through. Reach past your feet. And roll all the way back. Either this or rolling like a ball can be substituted for the roll-up. Now, some people may have trouble getting up without lifting your feet up. It's okay to stick your feet under something, like a chair, so that when you come up, the chair will block you. Or a bookcase, or a couch, or have a child sit on top of your feet. It is okay. to do that, all right? So we're going to roll up 5 more times. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up. Head comes up. Roll all the way through. Roll back. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up. Roll all the way through. Arms go back. Roll all the way back. And arms go back. Inhale, arms come up. Head comes up. Exhale all the way through. Take a big inhale to come back. Exhale when it gets tough. Take a big inhale. Exhale to start again. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale to come up. Reach all the way over your feet. Inhale, coming back. Gets a little tough right here. Exhale. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, arms go back. Then we do single leg circles. We bring our hands by our side. Knees to our chest, lift up. And then we go circle, around and up. Circle, around and up. We bring our foot down towards the other foot and then bring it back up. When you're doing this, I'll show you my feet, okay? When you're doing this, okay, you come up. There are some programs who will say do this and then do this. But most people don't have that stability to keep that hip down, okay? Dancers might. They may have flexibility to do that. Maybe some more intermediate or advanced students do. But here, we want to keep our hips down. So we come up, turn it out a little bit, keep our heel planted here, and we bring it across the body, bring it down, and then back up. And then for the reverse, you go down, across the body, and up. So it's more like ovals. Instead of going across up here, and then come back up, for beginning, we can just go down, across, and up. Just trying to keep our hips stable, okay? I have 2 more of those. So we ended on an up, down, across, and up, down, across, and up. And then we switch to the other leg. And across, down, and up. 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 Reverse. Down, across, and up. Down, across, and up. Down, across, and up. Down, across, and up. And then we bring it down. We did 5 in both directions in both feet. Now, the next thing we want to do is get back up. Sometimes rolling up from this position is hard. What you can do is put your hands under your knees and kick forward. Make sure when you do that, don't leave your head back. Kind of curl forward and use your body's momentum to kick you up. On the other hand, you don't do that for the roll-up. So, we've gotten up in order to do the roll-up. You get into this position and then you push down with your hands. Lift your booty up. Come forward so your butt comes to your feet. And then put your hands on your ankles. So I know you want to see that kind of from the front. So when your hands are on your ankles, they're on the outside. I know some people want to do this and they get frustrated and things like that. If you cannot reach your ankles, anywhere below the knee is fine, okay? But if you go under here, then you tend to extend the legs, making rolling like a ball nearly impossible, okay? So, hands on your ankles, and roll back up. Now again, this is where you can substitute the roll down instead, or most people can do the roll up if you put your feet underneath something. So for this, I say, go ahead and try the roll down. There's a video on the roll down already there, but just to remind you, for that roll down, we put our feet shoulder width, hips width apart, put our hands here, and we roll down. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back up. But we're doing really like a ball. We have 6 more to go. Okay, and we go back and come up and back and come up. Don't think you have to land in the air. Coming back and then coming back up and stopping, that's really hard, okay? So a beginner, you might not be doing that. You might be doing it, so if you can, do that. But if you can't, coming back up is here. What I don't want to see is flinging head back to come up. Stay head close, back, and up. I lost count. Maybe one more. Back and up. Put our feet down. And now we're ready to do this series of 5. It's the ab series. So we're almost in position. You can just roll down, push back, and we're ready. Now, the first of the ab series, bring our knees into our chest, almost like we started for the 100. Heels together, toes apart. This is our Pilates resting stance. Okay. Our right hand is going to our right ankle, and our left hand is going to our right knee. So both hands are on the one foot. You curl your shoulders up. Again, it's okay if you can't reach your ankle as long as you're on the outside of the leg and your other foot is on top of the knee and you're not pulling, you're using your knees to make it work, okay? Again, don't strain your neck. Elongate from here, and we begin. Extend one leg, reaching, pull in, switch. 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 Stop there. Rest. Now, if you can keep your head up the whole time, then it's good for building your neck development. But if you can't, then go ahead and rest because I'm giving you the time to do so. The next exercise is double leg stretch. I'm going to have to move away from the bookcase so that I have room to move my hands. Now my pedipole is in the way. Another Pilates thing. We're going to move that. Out of the way. So I guess that's the perils of working at home versus in the studio. Sometimes, honestly, I wake up and I do my mat, or part of my mat exercises on the bed. If I can dig it up, I have a mini mat that I did in a hotel room on the bed. Okay, so you've gotten enough rest. Your head will come up. Both hands go to the outside of our leg, close to the ankles. Our shoulders come up. No, not our shoulders. Our shoulders lift up off the ground. They don't lift up to our ears, all right? And then we reach, circle around, grab our ankles as they come in. Reach, circle and grab our ankles as they come in. Reach, circle and grab. Now, when I say reach, I want you to see it from the back. Because sometimes I'd be watching you guys from the back to see if it matches up. And then I'm bumping into the pedipole again. All right. All right. So when you reach, you're reaching straight back. And you're circling around, grabbing your ankles. All right, rest. Now, the third exercise in the series is the third and the fourth are really mirrors of the second. There's straight leg versions. So before, when you were pulling in with a straight leg, with a bent leg, you're now pulling in with the straight leg. When the other leg was reaching, this leg is still going to be reaching. So to start, Bring our feet as high as we can to the ceiling. Curl our head up. Grab our leg somewhere past the knee. Okay? And we're pulling in. Switch. Bring our feet to our hands, not reach and grab. In, switch. 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 In, stop. Again, Pilates resting position. We've just done exercise 3 of the ab series. Number 4, we'll go a little short. I only want you to do 4 of these. Now, if you have, if for some reason you have a lower back issue, this does put a little stress on that. So I want you to support it by putting a diamond right where your tailbone is. So kind of tilt your tailbone up. If you haven't been diagnosed with a back issue and you don't have pain while walking, go ahead and put your hips down and put your hands behind your head. So this is a straight leg. We're going to lift up. Elbows stay as wide as you can comfortably control it. Feet come to the ceiling or as far as you can go, okay? And then we lower down slowly. Just the whole movement is maybe about a foot. Lower, 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 lift up. Lower, 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 lift up. Maybe the 4th time you've done this video, you can go lower. You go lower, 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 and lift. Lower, 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 and lift. Basically, you're lowering to your point of control. This one you don't have to do, but just showing you. You can lower to your point of control and come back up. Got it? Now, your point of control, you have to watch. See what my back did? When I went here, you saw my back go up, and that's past my point of control. Pull in, and then you go back down and come back up. That is double straight leg stretch, and now we're ready for crisscross. We'll only do 2 crisscrosses, and I'll show you from both angles. So, Pilates stance to start. Okay. Then you're going to curl your shoulders up, off the ground. You're going to extend your right leg, and keeping both shoulders off the ground, reach your right shoulder, that's here, not here, to your left leg. Hold for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull it in, switch to the other side, reach, curl 1, 2, 3. And then you do it again. I'm just going to show you how the feet go. Okay. And curl up. And as I'm reaching, I don't know if you can see, my head stays in the center. The feet stay in Pilates stance. You see how they can match each other here? And then you switch. All right? The feet match each other. So reach up and curl. The feet are still in Pilates stance. And then they switch. Feet are still in Pilates stance. That's enough if you actually did it while you were doing it. But the official second one is right here. If you want to go and make it a 3rd, then go right ahead. And again, curl up. And head stays center. You are trying to reach your shoulder through. And hold. 1, 2, and switch. 1, and 2. And rest. Now, after the ab series, you're ready for neck roll or swan. So neck roll is what we've been doing in basic, so I'll challenge you to a bit of swan. Swan is hard, but it's hard to get, but once you get it, you got it. So basically, you're rocking back and forth. I think it's funny because I feel like I'm a baby seal, just kind of rocking. Okay, so to get there, you start the same way you would in neck roll. Hands here, and you lift up, right? Heels are still together, if possible. Oh, screensaver came on. That's what I get from using my computer. So, Brazil. Hands are right underneath. Shoulders back, head up, and heels together. You push up, your arms are straight. You let your hands just dive out, and you rock back and forth. Now, another way to do it. Joe Pilates originally didn't have you hands forward. And the hands forward kind of helps you, okay, to rock. Joe Pilates did it like this and use the motion of your body to rock. Feet go up, hands go up. So to practice, hands are here, lift up, go back down. Then bring your hands off, lift up, so your hands are not off. So your hands are not helping you. Then you use both of them. Lift up, dive your hands, and rock. Okay? That was swan. Push back into child's pose. Sit on your heels. And come forward. After saw, we can do the single leg kick series. That's actually after swan. All right. Definitely have to move some things out of the way. Like I say, this is always a thing. I could actually do it on the mat right here, but there's no place for the video to happen. So here we go. Okay. So you line your body all the way up on the mat. I can show you that part on here. So your body is lined up all the way on the mat. From our shoulder all the way to our booty. If I was here, same thing. Our shoulder, I'll scoot back so you can see it. Our shoulder is lined up with the mat all the way back down, right? So, your shoulders lined up. Now, this is an option, but you shouldn't use this option for very long unless you have frozen shoulder. This is a better option. Hand is lined up here. Your hand is behind your head. You are not resting on your head, and you remember that because you imagine these big headphones here. You're pushing your head against your hands. This hand comes in front of the belly, and we lift our heels up or feet up off the ground, both of them at the same time, and we scoot them forward so they're in front of the mat. So if my mat was right here, it would be just in front of the mat. Then we pay attention to our hips. So how to pay attention to our hips is to pay attention to our heel. This is our standing leg. Our heel should be down. When our heel is down, it kind of tips our hips into alignment, and the other foot just rests on top. That's called home, okay? Our shoulders are not hunched forward or not being lazy. You're going to pull them back like you're trying to hold a line there at the same time. You lift up, keeping this heel down, and come forward as much as you can to your point of control, and then forward a little bit more in a kick. Then you reach back as far as you can go without leaning forward and without moving that heel, okay? Forward, kick, kick to your nose, reach back. Forward, kick, kick, 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 reach back, come to home. That's the first one. The second one is up and down. Reach all the way up. Then like you're dragging through mud, reach, 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 reach. Keep that heel down and come down. All the way up and reach, 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 come down. And when I say reach, I want your heel to try to go past the other heel. To get a feel of that, when you're reaching down, imagine you are coming up from here just to get your leg a little bit longer, okay? But don't actually make that move, okay? And again, up and reach, reach down. Now the top foot, when it comes up, you should turn it out a little bit. And then when it comes down, keep the foot relaxed as if it's not really connected to the body. It's not supposed to be flexed and not supposed to do anything. It's just kind of hanging out there. The next one is small circles. Imagine your heel, we're tracing a grapefruit floating above your heel, your other heel. So your top foot, the heel of your top foot, is tracing a grapefruit that's balanced on top of your bottom foot. So it's a small movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And whichever direction you went, now you're going the opposite direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know you're doing it right if you get a nice burn through your booty, to the side of your booty. Now this one is almost intermediate, almost beginner, but I think it's good for everybody. You lift your foot up, grab it from the, grab your ankle bone from the other side, and bring it right in front of you. This is, now I've forgotten the name of it. Point your foot to your other foot, okay, and lift it all the way up. I hope it comes to me. And then lower down. And lift, hold, 2, 3, and down. Oh, it's called inner thigh. It's because you are in between your inner thigh. And then again, you lift, 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 and come down. One more time. Lift, 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 and come down. The whole time, you're pushing your knee as far as you can towards the ceiling. This foot is reaching towards there. You should feel a stretch through here. And this time, this is the standing leg. It's working more than this leg. And you should feel the difference, all right? So that's single leg kick series. But since this is a workout video, I have to do it on the other side. So we switch to the other side. Same thing. Arms line up. Elbow lines up with shoulder. Lines up with hip. Lines up with feet. Hips are stacked. Hand comes in front to support us. Lift our feet to the front of the mat. And first one, front and back. Oh, the other part is don't look at your feet. Look out at yourself. Videotape yourself and look at yourself. Videotape yourself and then criticize yourself so you can do better each time. And come forward. Kick, kick, and swing it back. Forward, kick, kick, and swing it back. Forward, kick, kick, and swing it back. Forward, kick, kick, and swing it back. Now, I forgot how much we did on the other side. Forward, kick, kick, and swing it back. If I was doing a class, I'd ask you guys. Forward, kick, kick, and swing it back. But I know I didn't do up to 10, so I'm going to do one more. Forward, kick, kick, and all the way back, and then we come home. Now, up and down, I almost always do 5 of it. Sometimes I do 4, but usually it's either 4, 5, or 6. I know I did 5 the last time, but then I did a 6th one just to point out something. So we're only doing 5. All the way up, and reach. All the way up, drag it through mud to come down. All the way up, drag it through mud to come down. All the way up, drag it through mud to come down. All the way up, drag it through mud to come down. And just one more, and down, because honestly I forgot how many we did again. And then small circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inner thigh is next. Lift all the way up, bend your knee, take your hand and put it on the outside of your ankle, put it down in the foot, put it down in front of your foot, and now your toes face the other foot, okay? keep your hand here. You can go up here or down here, but keep your hand in between and press this up to the ceiling. So it's pointing straight up. You may not look like me, but I didn't look like me when I started either. So here we go. We lift up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Last one, up and down. You've done single leg kick series. The last exercise in the beginner series, you know what I forgot to do again? I forgot to do spine stretch forward. I don't know why, but in these videos, I always forget to do spine stretch forward. So the last exercise in basic was supposed to be spine stretch forward. So right after you finished the ab series, you would have done this exercise. So it's completely out of order. Please, Joe Pilates and Romana and all my people before them, I know I'm in line, but I'm going to do this out of order just to make the workout complete because it feels so good. We're going to do spine stretch forward and then go into seal. So our legs are here, right? And for you, you would have your yoga mat and you put them on the outside of the yoga mat. You sit up tall, your arms reach, and you go forward. And then you curl back up. What does it look like from the side? You should just like pull it back. I don't know, whatever. You get the idea. And we reach as we push our back back. Keep our feet flexed, shoulders down. If it's possible, hold on to a lemon with your back bones, your shoulder blades, and curl back up. And we reach, 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 and curl back up. And reach, 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 and curl back up. Good. And at that point, then we would close our legs and turn over and do swan. But we're not going to do that. We're going to come and we're going to do seal to end it, okay? So, seal. You get back into your rolling like a ball position. So we would have been coming from the single leg kick series, so we would have just rolled over. We would have been in position, put our hands here, use our booty to come forward, and now we dive our hands in between our legs and grab our ankles. And you're like, what did you say? So let me show you this way, okay? So here, you take your hands, you dive them in between your ankles, and you lift off the ground, okay? And then you clap them. 1, 2, 3, roll back, clap 1, 2, 3, roll up, clap 1, 2, 3. That's seal. Let's do 6 seals. Okay, that was 1, so we have 5 more. Okay, balance, clap 1, 2, 3, roll back 1, 2, 3, up. Keep our head down. Don't look back like I did, but I wasn't sure what was back there. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. Whoops, too far. 1, 2, 3, and up. By too far, you shouldn't go back past your shoulder blade. So back, 1, 2, 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3. So that's it. Now, here's the other thing, the special one. It gets you ready for intermediate. Just like we started from a standing position and we came down, we should get to a standing position when we are down, right? So, make sure there's room in front of you before you start seal. Make sure there's room in back of you before you start seal. Then, here you are. You clap, 1, 2, 3. Roll back, cross our legs, and stand right up. Oops, that wasn't a good one. I should do it again, but you might not do it perfectly either, so I'm going to leave it in, and maybe on the intermediate you can see how much I improved. Have a great day. That's your full beginner workout. Now go and do some other things like arm weights or wall or sitting arm weights. Have fun with it. Bye.